Hello, welcome to the Michael Coren Show, and it's a Thursday and our arts and culture panel. We've got these sort of revolving, implies they're going around in circles. The various panels that we have every 3 or 4 weeks. Federal politics, we call that On the Hill. Faith matters, faith or lack of faith. Arts and culture, foreign affairs, and anyway, arts and culture. We get really artsy people, and they're all pretentious, and they talk, I didn't like that piece of art, and then we shoot them and get other people on who really will tell the truth about what's going on in terms of arts and culture. Let's introduce the panel. Christopher Hurd, author Living Dangerously, the life and career of Kiefer Sutherland. He's working on a fascinating project, I think, a book about a hotel.
Hotel living and hotel culture, yeah. So I live in a hotel, and I write about it, filtering it through my own sensibility or lack.
No, you're full of sensibility. Have you seen that British show, Hotel Babylon?
Yes. It's and it's based on a fascinating book. It's accurate if you only look to the worst common denominator of each day. It's not commonly that way. I mean, and when you the fascinating thing about hotel living is that every day your neighbors have changed.
Yeah.
You
never thought of it that way. That's quite good, isn't it?
You know, if they're noisy tonight, you don't have to worry too much because they're not there tomorrow. So it's, you go swimming in the swimming pool, and boy, it's always new people.
It sounds marvelous. Wendy Sullivan, she is marvelous. She's a freelance writer. She's a blogger. And do you want to give your blog out? Do anything like that?
Girlontheright.com.
Girlontheright.com. Rick McGuinness, a television and movie critic, one of the best there is. And anything you want to plug, mention?
Well, it's finally online. The Interim has its new website up. The interim.ca. Your columns and my columns are finally now all very readily readable.
Marvelous.
Yep.
And in Calgary, first time on the show, Michael Morrison, Canadian entertainment blogger. Michael, welcome to you.
Thank you so much. How are you?
I'm not so bad, but we'll see what happens by the end of the show. And we mentioned
I'm nervous that you're going to shoot me now if I don't do well.
I know, Ontario to Calgary. I don't know if I can fire quite that far. We mentioned this yesterday, but I love the story because it's a perfect storm. It's Scientology, it's a movie director, it's same-sex marriage. It doesn't get much better than that. Paul Haggis, now, I had vaguely heard of him. That's probably my problem. He's quite well known. He was a Scientologist, and this is what he's left the Scientology movement because of their views on gay marriage, or more specifically, because in the California vote, they voted, put some money behind that marriage should be between man and a woman. I mean, I can see both arguments. I happen to be supportive of traditional marriage, but it was an open democratic debate on this issue. Because they sided with traditional marriage, he has left the Scientology movement. It's outrageous, he said, they should do this. The thing is, my friend, you do believe that aliens live in volcanoes, and it just seems that the issue, the dogma that would make you leave is not alien intervention and John Travolta with a funny beard, but gay marriage. You know, Michael here, because first of all, do you have Scientology in Alberta, Michael?
I don't think so. If I did, I would have. If I did, I would avoid it at all costs. And going back to what Wendy was saying, I'm surprised that Scientology is against Proposition 8 because I don't want to start any rumors here, but I think a lot of people involved in the Scientology, at least in Hollywood, would secretly benefit from gay marriage. So I don't really.
Well,
I mean, if you think if you were to believe the rumors about Tom Cruise and Will Smith and John Travolta, do you think they'd be all about Proposition 8 not passing?
Well, that is true. I mean, I'm not part of the gossip circuit, but even I, and I'm just a boring old fella, mortgage and kids and all that. I have heard certainly Travolta and Will Smith that there was bisexuality at the very least. I've never heard them speak out on moral issues. I'm just surprised they were involved in any way, frankly. Why did they take a position here? It's Scientology. It's not the Catholic Church. It's not Mormons. I've never heard them say they have a view on life or sexuality or on morality ever before.
It's strange.
Well, I think if anything we learn from Proposition 8 is that it all comes down to money. There's a lot of money involved in it on both sides, and unfortunately, the side with the most money won.
Well, I disagree with you that. I think the side with the most votes won. They tend to be poor Hispanics and poor blacks who actually had an opinion on this issue, and they'd been denied a voice over the years by the white liberal elite. But I don't want to get on to the marriage issue. But Michael, they're all being very smug here, and oh, it's so sordid, and but they're part of this culture. Is it damaging? I mean, I suppose it's inevitable, but John and Kate +8. I mean, should we actually be upset about this, or just ride the wave and ignore it?
Absolutely. I was a giant fan of John and Kate +8 before it became this monstrosity / car crash. But now it's taken on this whole new life, and it's not this what the show isn't what it was originally about. All these parents are seeing how they can get all this money from it now. It's ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous.
Okay, Michael, we have two people here have shouted. They want you to explain the appeal of John and Kate +8.
You're deputized.
Okay, well, at first it was how does this nice, well, seemingly nice family handle 8 kids? 7 nice kids. Maddie was never nice. I never liked her. But now it's because...
Okay, Michael Morris is part of the problem.
I blame everything on Maddie. All my friends know that. I think it all comes down to Maddie. In a couple years, the truth will be revealed, and Maddie Goslin will be the source of all of this. Well, when the rumors first started about divorcing, there was all these rumors that Maddie Goslin was the one calling Us Weekly and In Touch magazine and things like that. So, I mean, now it's just it's a car crash, and people can't look away. But at the same time, stop going to the TVs and stop saying everything's for your children. Because if it was for your children, you would be at home with them, not sitting in front of cameras talking about them.
Well said, and I think we will agree that both parents should probably be publicly executed. But this Maddie Gosling, how old is this person?
Oh, 11? I don't care.
I think I know which one you mean now. Yeah, well...
She's one of the older twins. There's 2 twins. One's nice and one's not.
Yeah, they tend to be 2 twins.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. They come like that. It's one of those strange things about life. When there are twins, there are 2 of them. I said there's one evil twin and one nice twin.
Yes, it's a Hollywood movie in the making.
I can see the movie in about 10 years' time. Which one was nice, which evil, you will be shocked. And I'll watch it on a plane coming back from some town. And back in a few moments on the Michael Coren Show, plus or minus however many. Don't go away. Welcome back, Michael Coren Show, arts and culture. And there was a joke made before the break. Oh, next on the list, I suppose you'll have the Balloon Boy. The Balloon Boy. No decision on charges in Colorado balloon case. Prosecutors said this week they haven't decided whether to file charges against parents Richard and Mayumi Heen. They should anyway. Accused of falsely reporting son was in runaway balloon. I've got to confirm, Michael, I want to ask you just 1 second, but I will be completely honest. I didn't pay much attention to it, but I assumed it was true, or maybe true when it first happened. Did you believe it, Michael?
I believed it for probably an hour or so. I was doing the same thing, following it on Twitter. I was going through all the trending topics and Balloon Boy and all that sort of stuff. I believed it, and then it started to fall. I mean, when it started to fall apart, I guess I was just kind of like, it's ridiculous. And I don't understand what the end result was supposed to be. Like, yes, they would get added exposure, but the whole thing left such a bad taste in everyone's mouth. Who would want to put those people on a TV show? No, I honestly hope that no one would watch that, but maybe I'm being too optimistic.
Oh, I think you are being too optimistic.
Sean and Kate, my friend.
Yeah, no, I think that people would watch them on a TV. I mean, you see them interviewed, and she's obviously completely lunatic, the woman. I mean, they also believe they're descended from aliens. That was added.
Oh, are they Scientologists?
I don't think they're Scientologists, but they do believe this, and I'm sure if there was a TV show, and there may be one being made now, people would actually watch it. People watch Letterman. And I've never been a fan of David Letterman. I think he's very safe and not funny, but that's just my opinion. Former female staff writer for David Letterman claims comedian's late-night operation was a hostile, sexually charged, male-dominated bastion where women didn't climb the ladder unless they climbed into bed. Well,